Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea.
And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Be sure not to miss anything. If you're only watching us on TV, you're only getting part of the story. Head to our new website for the latest broadcasts.
Now on NBC Palm Springs at 11. A pursuit by the Sheriff's Department ended in a fatal crash Saturday evening. We have these details ahead. Plus, locals line the streets of El Paseo for the 61st annual golf cart parade. We have sights and sounds from the community event ahead.
We're tracking above average temperatures, and we'll have a full forecast for your Halloween. Your NBC Palm Springs starts now.
Now, this is NBC Palm Springs.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tiani Jadling. A pursuit initiated by the Riverside County Sheriff's Department late Saturday evening ended with a motorcyclist dead in Rancho Mirage. That's tonight's top story. At 11:29 p.m. yesterday, deputies from the Palm Desert Sheriff's Station attempted to stop a motorcyclist near Highway 111 and Deep Canyon Road for a vehicle code violation and for reported suspicion of driving under the influence. As deputies attempted to stop the motorcyclist, the rider fled and a pursuit was initiated. The pursuit was terminated near Country Club Drive and Johnson Road, that's in Rancho Mirage, when the rider drove through a red light and collided with a vehicle in the intersection. Deputies and medical personnel performed life-saving measures, but the rider was pronounced dead at the scene. No other individuals were injured. The identity of the motorcyclist has not been released, and this is an ongoing investigation. And in more local news this morning, locals lined the streets of El Paseo for the 61st annual golf cart parade. The parade was kicked off with a flyover and 3 parachuters landing on El Paseo, which was followed by a display of classic cars, appearances by the parade grand marshal, our very own Tim O'Brien, alongside Firebirds mascot Fuego, and of course, tons of amazing decorated golf carts. NBC Palm Springs streamed the entire event on our social media platforms, thanks to Pete Carlson of Pete Carlson's Golf and Tennis.
This is about close to 25 years we've been doing it, and it's a great tradition, and the city has started this out, I think, back in the end of the 60s or beginning of the 70s, and look what it's become. It's an amazing event. You can see booths all the way down to almost Highway 74 from here. It's amazing.
If you missed any of the parade, you can watch the entire broadcast on NBCPalmSprings.com. And we have a road alert for you. Union Pavement Services were out in Cathedral City throughout the day working on the separated bike lanes project. Crews were on site from 7 a.m. to 5:30 in the evening, covering the stretch from Cathedral Canyon Drive to Date Palm Drive. Some of that work included removing existing stripping, sealing asphalt cracks, applying a rubberized surface treatment, repainting lane markings, and installing physical barriers to separate cars from bicycles. Regular construction continues tomorrow through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5:30. The project is set to be finished by November 15th. And we're taking a live look from our Agua Caliente casino camera in Rancho Mirage. A little bit breezy out there. You see the trees moving. That camera's starting to shake ever so slightly. Windy by the 10. Kai Beach is in the Weather Center with your end of the weekend forecast.
We saw a great day here in the desert. Absolutely gorgeous for this time of year. Temperatures just above average, and they will increase over the next few days. In addition to that, the winds will get stronger. As for right now, near the past 22 miles an hour, those wind gusts could get up to nearly 40 miles an hour by midweek. As for yesterday, we saw a high of 92 degrees. Normally it's 88, so we are above average. It's warm out there. The end of October, still in the low 90s. And temperatures, those are going to increase over the next few days. As for today, a little bit cooler. Palm Springs saw high 80s up the hill. Joshua Tree, 77. Cabazon, 81. And our friends in Big Bear, 64 degrees. For tonight, Big Bear, a cool 34 degrees. Idlewild, 47. Indio, 60. And 29 Palms. Thank you for your service. We're looking at the high 50s. For tonight's evening stroll, another gorgeous night here in the Coachella Valley. 8 o'clock, high 70s, 10 o'clock, mid 70s. And if you're still up at midnight, it's going to be 72 degrees. For Monday, temperatures spike up just a bit. We're looking at low 90s here on the valley floor. Joshua Tree, high 70s. Idlewild, low 70s. Big Bear City, we're looking at 67 degrees. That peak heat tomorrow, that's going to happen around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 3-day forecast brought to you by Comfort Air. Taking a look at Monday, 91 degrees, but by Tuesday and Wednesday, just under triple digits. Those overnight lows, high 60s to mid 60s. Full forecast with your Halloween forecast coming up in just a bit.
Well, in case you missed it, Saturday, the city of Desert Hot Springs launched Desert Nights on the Boulevard, a new bi-monthly concert series designed to bring the community together on Pearson Boulevard. These free events are replacing the city's previous Friday nights on Pearson. This is some footage from last night's event. The series will alternate between live concerts featuring tribute bands and DJs scheduled for every other weekend.
We wanted to reimagine it, and we figured out a space here in the downtown, somewhere where we have businesses and restaurants, and people can come down and enjoy live music and be off the street in a safe place, and just really have the space to kind of reach out and be with each other.
NBC Palm Springs is a proud sponsor of this new concert series, and our morning reporter, Alondra Campos, was the MC for the opening night. And East Coachella Valley Pride blooms here in the desert once again. The community-led Festival of Culture and Individual Identity returned for its 9th year. This year's theme was Pride Blooming Without End. Organizers invited the community out to celebrate with a lineup of performers, queer art, food, and organizations. It was held in downtown Coachella and didn't just include celebrations, but also offered resources for the LGBTQ+ community. And the Digital Arts Technology Academy, also known as DATA, meets once a month at Cathedral City High School to speak to 11th graders. The goal for students to interact with a number of different professionals in different career fields. DATA students are provided with a number of unique opportunities to gain experience with the community and industry partners through class projects, workshops, and more. You might have seen him on your screen just a second ago. Our photojournalist Giovanni Hoyos is a part of this year's mentorship program. Gio was once in the DATA program back in high school, but now helps teach students a bit more about what he does here at NBC Palm Springs. Are you looking for art and art classes that won't break the bank? Our digital exclusive, Kai the Deal Guy, takes you inside how the Artist Council at the Artist Center in Palm Desert is connecting creators and the community at a major discount.
It's the most beautiful gallery in the whole Coachella Valley.
Located at the corner of Highway 111 and El Paseo, the Artist Council in Palm Desert is celebrating 5 years of creativity, community, and incredible deals for our desert.
We have over 200 classes and workshops a year.
Enjoy free art, classes, demonstration, and outdoor art walks. All part of the council's mission to elevate the art and artist of the Coachella Valley.
I think it's a really good deal, and you can bring your friends, bring your family, and enjoy an afternoon here at the Artist Center. Let's use this and a little bit of paint.
Ulrike Maria is the chair of this nonprofit that was once part of the Palm Springs Art Museum, but is now supported by the city of Palm Desert. She says admission is always free, but donations help keep the arts thriving.
And you can come in and for free see the artists at work, and they will show you how they do it, what materials they use, and it's very, very exciting.
And art lovers agree. saying the price can't be beat.
Oh, it's always the best deal if it's free. There's so much great stuff to see around here, and making it free makes it easy to pop around and see a little bit of everything.
So stop by, drop $1, and be part of the art that elevates and inspires our community.
We want people to keep art in their hearts. It's very important to us.
All right, we thank Kai Beach for that story. And news around the region, federal workers missed their first full paycheck Friday on day 24 of the government shutdown, and food banks in the D.C. and L.A. areas are concerned. Due to the shutdown, furloughed federal workers and people receiving SNAP benefits are at risk of not having the means to buy food for themselves or their families. And because of this expected surge of people in need, food banks in the D.C. area are concerned they may not have enough food to provide relief. In California, Governor Gavin Newsom deployed 30 National Guard members to the L.A. Regional Food Bank to help volunteer packed food boxes to be distributed elsewhere. Newsom announced the deployment of the National Guard on a humanitarian mission related to the government shutdown. There is currently no timeline for when the government may reopen, and other states are pledging to keep food aid flowing despite the possibility of federal programs being stalled even longer. Still ahead here on NBC Palm Springs, French police have made arrests in connection with that daylight jewelry heist at the Louvre Museum in Paris. French media reports that 2 men were taken into custody. We have those details ahead. Plus, Nelly Furtado has announced on social media that she is taking a break from performing, and it's unclear if she will ever perform again. We have details on the singer and her career ahead. You're watching NBC Palm Springs. We're back right after the break.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea.
And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried committed to covering our community. You're watching NBC Palm Springs at 11.
Welcome back. Halloween is just around the corner and haunted houses are popular this time of year. CNN's Isabel Rosales joined a haunted house near Atlanta. She transformed herself into a monster to scare some unsuspecting guests.
This haunted house rests on 10 sprawling acres, and every single day they can expect over 1,000 patrons to come through these stores. They also boast over 450 animatronics and special effects. Let's go inside to see just what makes it so scary.
The secret is pleasing the group.
How do you make sure that it's really scary?
In the brain, there's a thing called the amygdala. It protects you by suddenly taking over the conscious mind. Everything is safe here, but if the amygdala senses potential danger, bam, it kicks in. And that's when your body starts to react. Your skin gets paler. All the blood flows to your muscles, and you get into that fight or flight response. It's crazy how people react.
It sounds like once you step into a haunted house, you're being attacked from all angles.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
What we want to do is keep you off balance. It's not so much a horror movie as an action movie. It's constantly things are jumping out. There's animatronics everywhere. There's sound, there's lighting, there's huge monsters. All this is setting you up for the actors. It's distraction, it's just over-the-top action, and also the suspense of not knowing what's going to happen. When people are going to come here, they start getting nervous. It's like the click, 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 click of a roller coaster. This is our Wolf Gorge area. We have an actor on a wire that flies over your head, and they walk right around this corner, and hidden in this hole is another werewolf actor. He reaches out and hits a button with a sound scare and a light. This is the Mega Mountain. This is a puppet, but this thing has a bite that is massive in scale. And we can actually come up to a person.
Oh, it really moves. Oh my goodness.
Bite them, and then we can pull them back into the darkness. And this plays into that fear. This is a gory room. The Stitcher is gonna sew people together with different creatures. It's gross.
But to really understand fear, I gotta join the monsters.
What you'll do is you'll take your hand and lunge out.
I feel like there's a talent deep inside. The problem is I can't stop laughing after I scare people.
In news around the world, French police have made arrests in connection with that daylight jewelry heist at the Louvre Museum in Paris. French media reports that 2 men were taken into custody on suspicion of organized theft and criminal conspiracy. According to Paris prosecutors, one of the men was arrested Saturday at Charles de Gaulle Airport as he was preparing to leave the country. Investigators are still working to locate all of the perpetrators involved, as well as locate the 8 pieces of stolen crown jewels that have an estimated value of 88 million euros. And in consumer news, just in time for the upcoming holiday season, your Amazon Prime account can save you some money at the gas pump. Amazon has announced Prime members will now be able to get 25 cents off every gallon of gas at participating BB Amoco and AM/PM stations. The offer runs through December 26th, but is only good on Fridays. In order to redeem the perk, you need to get a free Earnify account and link it to your Amazon account. But don't worry if you miss out. Prime members will still be able to get their normal 10 cents off a gallon once the promotional period ends. And a recall to pass along. A company based in South Dakota is recalling more than 2 million pounds of a pork jerky product. Inspectors with the Agriculture Department announced that recall on Friday. They say plastic pouches of Golden Island fire-grilled pork jerky, Korean barbecue recipe, may contain pieces of metal. The company shipped the product to Costco and Sam's Club stores across the country. A number of consumers contacted LSI after they found pieces of wiry metal in the pork jerky product. No one has been hurt. The company is urging consumers to throw out the pork jerky or return it to a store where the product was purchased to get a refund. And we're taking a live look from our Indian Wells Golf Resort camera. Can't see too much out there, but the beautiful hotel out there in the east end of the valley. If you're heading outside, make sure to bring a light jacket. It's not super cold yet, but might need a light jacket if you're going for an evening stroll here in the Coachella Valley as we get cooler and cooler. Your full forecast with Kai Beach is next.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea.
And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation.
Welcome back. We're taking a live look from our Walter Clark High 111 camera in Rancho Mirage. Not too many people out there on this lovely Sunday evening. One car's coming through, but some beautiful temps out there. Kai Beach is standing by with your full end of the weekend forecast.
Happy Sunday, everyone. What a beautiful weekend we had here in the desert. Temperatures just above average. As for today, the high 89 degrees. Normally it's 88. Not near that record high, though, of 101 degrees. As for the weather over the next few days, we're going to see temperatures start to rise, winds start to strengthen. We'll have a heat advisory. That's going to happen around midweek. As for the air quality here in the Coachella Valley, we're looking at good. Parts of the IE and LA, they are deemed moderate for today. Today's high, Palm Springs 89 degrees, Joshua Tree 77, Idlewild just a short drive away 68 degrees. If you want to go up to Big Bear and celebrate, 64 degrees. Tonight, it's going to calm down just a bit. Temperatures drop 34 in Big Bear, Palm Springs 64, east end of the valley, Indio 60, and in Joshua Tree 54 degrees. Now you're starting to see a lot more people come to our beautiful desert community. This is the weather they're saying goodbye to. Denver 68 degrees, Dallas 73, our friends in Minneapolis, Minnesota 64. Take a look at Seattle in the 40s, and in the Bay Area we're looking at mid 60s. For tomorrow, we got a little something of everything. The 70s, 80s, and 90s. The high, Rancho Mirage, Cathedral City, 93 degrees. Beaumont, we're looking at high 70s. The morning walk forecast, go outdoors and enjoy it. 6 o'clock, we're looking at mid 60s. 10 o'clock, we're looking at high 70s. And by noon, we're looking around 83 degrees. For tomorrow, 91 in Palm Springs. You want some relief, you can head to the coast. We're looking around low 70s there for the surfers. 2 to 3 foot waves. Pretty nice conditions out there. Go out and enjoy it. 7-day forecast brought to you by Comfort Air. Take a look at Tuesday and Wednesday, 96 degrees. For your Halloween on Friday, 95. That's right, 95 at the end of October. And we're going to see overnight lows mid to high 60s.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea.
And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website, NBCPalmSprings.com. Be sure not to miss anything. If you're only watching us on TV, you're only getting part of the story. Head to our new website for the latest.
And now, NBC Palm Springs Sports with Caitlin Kelly, powered by Agua Caliente Casino.
Welcome back, everyone. With only 2 weeks left in the Desert Empire League football season, all eyes are on La Quinta and Palm Desert ahead of the flag game this coming Friday. Both La Quinta and Palm Desert won their games this past Friday, and since Palm Desert beat Palm Springs, it opened things up and makes things very interesting heading into the end of the season. If Palm Springs had stayed undefeated, they would have been able to win the DEL outright. But with Friday's loss, the league gets opened up with chances for both Palm Desert and La Quinta to get a piece of the league championship title. Of course, our NBC Palm Springs sports team will have full coverage of Friday's flag game between LQ and PD, so stay tuned for that. And in hockey news, the Coachella Valley Firebirds hit the ice yesterday against the Calgary Wranglers. It was the second game of a back-to-back after the Firebirds won a thriller in overtime, but the second game wouldn't have the same outcome. Despite a late goal in the third period from Oscar Molgard, the Birds fell to the Wranglers 4-3. The Firebirds play next at home against the San Diego Gulls this Friday, but if you don't want to wait that long to get your fill of all things Firebirds, be sure to check out the latest episode of Firebirds Off the Ice, hosted by our very own Tim O'Brien. The latest episode can be found on our website on NBCPalmSprings.com. That'll do it for sports.
And now the Agua Caliente Entertainment Report, brought to you by Agua Caliente Casinos.
Fans of singer Nelly Furtado are in a bit of a shock. The 46-year-old posted on social media that she's taking a break from performing, and it's unclear if she will ever perform again. She said she plans to pursue other creative outlets, but did not reveal her plans. Furtado released Seven, her latest studio album, last year. It was her first studio album in 7 years. You're watching NBC Palm Springs. Stay with us.
Missed the news yesterday? Well, don't worry. You can watch the latest stories and even original news programming over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Every morning at 6 a.m., Jerry and I are here to help you start your day informed and connected. And after our newscast, I head out into our community to listen and bring you the stories that truly impact our lives here in the Valley so that your voice is heard.
You're watching our digital live stream. For the latest news and updates on developing stories, head over to our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Don't miss our digital exclusive content. Me on a Plate, Talking with Thalia, Kai the Deal Guy, and Desert Entertainment with Todd. Only on NBCPalmSprings.com.
News isn't all we do. We have a wide variety of original programming for you to enjoy over on our website, NBCPalmSprings.com.
Successful wildlife projects are happening all across the Salton Sea.
And in the middle of these restoration efforts, lithium enters the equation. Dive into the delicate balance of nature and the emerging Lithium Valley, streaming on NBCPalmSprings.com.
Worried about missing a broadcast? Don't worry. We stream just about everywhere from Instagram to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and of course our website.
A teen in Michigan is back at it this Halloween with a haunted house that not only brings the frights, but makes a difference in the lives of other local kids. 13-year-old Jackson Amick says he's been collecting all things Halloween since age 3, and for the last few years has put on this display in his Royal Oak front yard. Jackson's dad, Tom, says the whole display takes him about a month to set up and was first put up back in 2019, and this year, for the third time, it's also a fundraiser for an important cause. 5 years ago, Jackson was diagnosed with leukemia and underwent chemo treatment at Corwell Royal Oak. He's been cancer-free since 2022, but has used this haunted display to raise money to buy special chemo shirts for kids at both Corwell and DMC Children's Hospital in Detroit. This year, it's the same mission, but with new additions, like a custom-made creature designed by Jackson and his friends and made just for him as part of his wish for Make-A-Wish. As screams turn to smiles, Jahans continues its mission once again. What a sweet way to kick off the holiday season, all for a good cause. That's really amazing. Well, thank you for joining us. Have a great rest of your evening.